Howdy folks, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Giordano Plastering. Today, what I want to do is I want to answer a comment that I'm receiving over and over and over. It's kind of goofy, but so many people are asking me, I think you better cover that goofy question. And as a rule, we've showed how to scratch a wall. I mean, this is called a Scarifier or a scratcher. We call it a scratcher. If you're going to buy it online, you got to look for Scarifier, S-C-A-R-F-I-R-E, Scarifier. Okay. When you're scratching a wall, as a rule, what I'll do is I'll go horizontal. Okay? Now, I've had about 20 people say, Kirk, I hear you're supposed to go in a wave, and I'm thinking, what do you mean, guys, like this? If you mean like this, in a wave, or if you mean this way or this way, here's the technical reason, guys. Okay, when you scratch a wall, it's called a key. Now, if you've seen an interior, if you have a house that's got interior walls and it got old wood lath stopped in about 1950, and then sheetrock became king. Everybody used sheetrock, but the old wood lath or button board, that would the plaster would adhere by a key. It would go through the wood and it would key on the other side. That's what would hold it. So when we're going sideways with the scratch coat, this is called a key also. And when you go horizontal, the stucco hits that and it keys in. You wet, say like when we do the brown coat, we're going to hose this down, we're going to put the new brown coat on, second coat, and that's going to key in here. So if you're going wavy, or if you're going horizontal like I go, it's fine. Whatever floats your boat, guys, because it is not that important a question to be asking. It's the idea is to make a key. Now here's the question you should be asking. Why not go vertical? Okay, why do I have this red tape on here? That gives me, I taped that, so that gives me a ½ inch, so I don't have to have clinkers way out here when we go to brown. We hit clinkers that are so far out. That's what the red tape is about, guys, because some of you might say, why do you got red tape on that? That's simply because of that. Okay, why can't we, this is the question, should be asked, not if you go wavy or not if you go straight. If you go horizontal or if you go vertical, okay, say, for example, right now it's about 95 degrees, it's hot, and we're on the roof. But if you go vertical and say it's 30 degrees or it just rained, what happens is when you put your next coat on it, when you hose that down to hydrate it so both adhere with a mechanical bond, what happens is that mud will find these and slide down. So when you go to float it, it's all bubbly and wiggly because somebody put the scratch marks in vertically. So guys, the answer to that question is, gee whiz, do we go in a wavy? It doesn't matter, guys. If it makes you happy, go in a vertical or a wavy mark. But here's how you should do it, guys. Just what you want to do is just go horizontal. And again, if it makes you really happy and you think, gee whiz, that's a life or death answer, it's not, guys. What we're doing here is we are going to let this cure for 48 hours. Then we're going to come out and put our next coat. And what happens, guys, if you have a little place right here where the scratcher doesn't fit, can you do this? Now we're going vertical. You could, but there's a better way to do that, guys. Is you get yourself a brush. Now the brush comes here, goes right in between there. Boom. You just clean it up, and that's acceptable. That's a good enough key. I generally like to clean up all my areas like this, and with this brush, I'll hit the bottom too, guys. Say, here's a weep screed. What's a weep screed? A weep screed is a piece of metal that separates the roof from this, and I'll hit this right here too with my brush. That way we don't have no clinkers, so when we do our next coat. And finally, what I'll do is the corners over here, there's a corner. Now you take the brush and go straight up. Straight up, guys. That way both sides are no clinkers on it, so when we do the next coat, they're not sticking out. Can you use a float? Heck yes. You can use a float too. And what I generally do is I just clean up everything for the next coat. And can you use a float on the bottom like this? Absolutely. That way you're saving yourself the time when you come to brown it. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd answer that because I don't know why. All of a sudden I'm getting a lot of questions about to wave or not to wave. That's really not the question. That's a goofy one. But as long as you're going horizontal, and if you think, dang it, I want to do the wavy, then do the wavy by all means. Last thing I'll say is when you're doing ceilings, you do a crisscross. It's called a waffle finish. That way when you're putting it on a ceiling, it adheres even better. Anyhow, guys, hope that answers that question. I guess I'll tag this horizontal scratch coats and why to go horizontally. Something like that, so you just type that in. Anyway, my name is Kirk, Jason on the camera. We thank you guys for watching, and we're going to continue hustling because we're moving on this house. We thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.
By the way, folks, my dad and I are now members of Amazon affiliates, so if you're looking to buy any of the plastering or construction tools you've seen in our videos and you want to support us in the process, you can check the links below our video, or you can go to our website and get them there. If you have any other questions for tools we don't have linked, email us direct and we'll respond to you then.
Once again, folks, we thank you for watching, and I really enjoy all your comments.
If you guys like this video, please click the like button down below, and also if you enjoy what we do, subscribe to our channel so we can keep making these videos for you.
My name is Kirk.
And Jay.
We thank you for watching, and from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.